Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tatiana for those of you that are new. And today's video I'm really excited about because it's something that I'm very passionate about, and it's also something that's been very highly requested. So I'm really excited to share this information with you guys. So today I'm going to be talking about how I got 2 degrees debt-free. And I know you guys are really interested in hearing about this because a lot of you have asked for this video. But I just wanted to mention that I am a NICU nurse, and I do have 2 other videos if you want to check those out. I'm going to put time cards up here. And I just wanted to mention with my first video, it was literally my first YouTube video ever. So I probably did something when I was uploading that messed it up. So for some reason, some of you can watch the video fine, and in other, you get an error message. So someone was kind enough to state in the comments that if you just skip forward a little bit in the video, that it works just fine. So I'm so sorry for the inconvenience. I'm not a professional YouTuber, like I'm the farthest thing from that, so it's probably my fault. But if you want to check those videos out, if you get that message, just skip forward a little bit and it should be just fine. And my second video is about my first shift as a NICU nurse. If you like this video, please check those videos out and like and subscribe to my channel. Now to get into today's video, I'm really excited to talk about it because I really want to help you guys out, and I really want to give people the opportunity to go to college debt free, because I'm just one of those people that believes that education shouldn't cost as much as it does. When I was doing research, I found out that a bachelor's degree can cost more than $250,000. It's like, what? That's a house, that's a G-Wagon, like that's ridiculous. I'm also one of those people that believes in being debt free. That's one of my goals in life, is to be debt free. So to either have no debt at all, or if I do need to get a loan for something, to pay it off as fast as I can. I believe in paying in cash, or paying, if it's like a large purchase like a car, paying it off in like 2 or 3 years if you can't buy it outright in cash. Like a house, I really want to get a condo one day downtown, and that's a huge purchase, so I know that's probably gonna take me a while to pay off, but I would really like to pay it off like within 10 years, because imagine working, getting a check, and all that money being yours. No mortgage, no car payment. Literally all you have to pay is like your basic bills like power, gas, like that's it, and then the rest of the check is yours. Today I'm going to talk about some ways that you can finish college debt free, or if not debt free, then with a very small amount of debt that you can pay off in a couple of years and have that out of your life. First, I'm going to talk about how I was able to achieve getting 2 degrees debt free. For those of you that are not aware, like I said, I'm a NICU nurse. My first degree was actually a degree in chemistry, a bachelor's of science in chemistry, and I was able to achieve that debt free by getting a college basketball scholarship. Fun fact, I've been playing basketball since I was 3 years old. I worked my butt off and I got a scholarship to a private high school, and then I also played AAU from around like 6th grade. I think I started playing AAU basketball, and from my private high school, I was able to get a scholarship to play Division I college basketball. That's how I was able to obtain my chemistry degree for free. And it was very difficult because chemistry is already hard enough, and playing basketball, you miss a lot of class for games. You have weights, you have practice, you have study hall, you have a lot of things that go into being an athlete. But I was very blessed to be in the position that I was, and I worked hard to be in the position that I was in. And I met so many amazing people, had so many amazing opportunities, so I'm so thankful for that I was able to finish college debt free, and I had to put that weight on myself, or that weight on my parents, to have to pay for college for me. So I was really grateful for that. Like I said, I'm a NICU nurse, and my second degree is a bachelor's of science in nursing. I went to the same college. I did an accelerated program, and I was able to finish that debt free because of my dad, actually. So Dad, if you're watching this, I love you so much, and I'm so grateful and thankful for you and Mom. You guys have sacrificed so much for me and my brother, and I'm so thankful for you, because all of this would not be possible without you guys. So my dad is actually in the Navy. He stayed in the military for a couple more years, so I was able to use his GI Bill to finish my nursing degree with no debt. So I know you guys probably won't be able to replicate the way I was able to achieve being debt-free in college the same way, because I played basketball and then my dad was in the military. I researched for a couple of days some ways that you guys can also get scholarships, go to college debt-free, you know, some like options for you guys so that you don't have a bunch of debt if you really want to go to college and get a college degree. I believe I wrote down 8 things for you guys that I'm going to go over. Let's just get started. So for number 1, the military. So like I said, my dad allowed me to use his GI Bill. I think the military is a great option because They pay for your school. Of course, you have to pay them back basically with service. I love the military. I loved growing up in the military life. I think it's an awesome option. Not only if you want to go to college, but if you don't want to go to college, you're not sure what you want to do with your life, I think the military is a great option. I loved growing up in it. And my brother is now in the military, and even though, you know, no job's perfect, but they really do love the military and they appreciate all the opportunities the military has given them. Like my brother just turned 22 this year, and he already has a house. He bought it when he was 21. You get paid, you get to travel, you get a housing allowance, so they basically pay your mortgage every month. He gets like a clothing allowance. I think you get that like once a year. The insurance is great. I actually broke my leg in high school when I was playing basketball, and that could have caused my parents a lot of debt, and the military took care of everything. So we were really blessed for that. The military is a way to get your college education without going into debt. And also ROTC programs, and those are high school and college programs designed for students to help assist them with paying for college, and then in return you serve. I'm not exactly sure how long the service is, but that's one of the stipulations is you'll have to serve once you graduate and finish college. But the good thing is that you'll finish as an officer, so you'll be making more money, and you'll already be kind of like the boss of like you'll have your own team working for you basically. So you'll graduate as an officer, which is awesome. That's number 1 on my list. Number 2 is to apply for scholarships. So I know this is said all the time, but when I was doing some research, I came across this website called FastWeb, and I'll leave a link down below because it helps students find scholarships. And you guys, they said that 2.9 billion with a B goes unclaimed in scholarship money every single year. Like, that's so much money. That's money you guys can be having to go to college free, or be like debt free after college, or have very little debt. So apply for local scholarships, state scholarships, national scholarships. Local scholarships will probably be your best bet, because I'm sure there's a lot of scholarships that you can find out there that you guys aren't like really aware of. Because I actually looked up some scholarships that were pretty cool that I'm sure like I had never heard of them. So there's literally a scholarship for everybody. There's FAFSA, so if your family makes below, I think your combined family income is below a certain number, you get money. So I think the lower your family income is, the more money you get. And then there's also HOPE. I wasn't able to get HOPE in my state, Georgia, because I had a full basketball scholarship. But HOPE is also a great option. It's very popular here in Georgia, and I think that they actually give out a good amount of money. It is dependent on your GPA, so you have to have a good GPA to get HOPE. So I wrote down some scholarships, some pretty cool ones that I found on this website, fastweb.com. Again, I'm going to leave that down below for you guys. And I'm sorry if I talk a little fast. I tend to talk fast when I get really excited, and being debt free is something I'm passionate about. Just bear with me. So some of the scholarships I found that are pretty cool. One of them is Prom Guide's Cutest Couple Contest. So you can literally get a scholarship for going to prom and being cute. Like, there's literally no excuse not to have any college scholarships. Like, going to prom, and then there's a scholarship from Clowns of America, Create a Greeting Card Scholarship Contest, Debt.com Scholarship for Aggressive Scholarship Applicants. So you literally get a scholarship for applying to a bunch of scholarships. Like, how lit is that? That's awesome. Like, you can apply to 100 scholarships and then win a scholarship for applying to 100 scholarships. Like, that's crazy. That's awesome. So Doodle for Google Scholarship. If you're an artist, you like to draw, apply for that one, because I think that one's like $30,000, which is it's amazing. If you're an artist, look out for that one. Little People of America Scholarship, Zombie Apocalypse Scholarship. Like, that's lit. That is so awesome. So there is literally no excuse not to have at least one scholarship, but you should apply to as many as you can, because there are so many scholarships out there. Like, people are trying to give this money away. So please apply for as many scholarships as you can to help you be debt free once you graduate college. The third thing that I have written down here is to work for the college. So I have written down RA and TA, but I think a TA is really geared towards either students later in their college education. So I think if you like a senior and you did well in one of your freshman classes, like a science class or something, then they might ask you to come back and be a TA for that. Or if you're getting your master's or doctorate, then you can go back and teach, or you can like help a professor in like one of the major classes, and they offer a stipend and or tuition remission, and sometimes free tuition. That's awesome. And then being an RA, so that's like the student who is in the dorm is basically looking out for all the other students. So an RA typically gets free housing, free parking, discounted or free tuition, and they get paid on top of that. So like Like, you get so much. That's an awesome opportunity. So definitely look into being an RA at your school, because that can help cut down a lot of your tuition costs, and you get a lot of the other things that you need for college for free included as well. Because it's not only the tuition that really like gets you when you go to college. So the fourth thing that I've written down here is get your employer to cover the cost. So a lot of companies now, programs where they can pay for their employees to go to college. Like my hospital right now offers 80% tuition reimbursement, which is really good. So I'm definitely gonna take full advantage of that when I go back to school. And I know like a lot of companies do that when you're getting your MBA. So they'll cover the entire cost of your MBA. So yeah, so definitely look out for that and see if your company offers tuition reimbursement, because that's a really, or they cover the whole cost, because that's a really good way to go to school or go back to school debt free. The fifth thing that I've written down, and I literally had no idea that this existed, and I think this is awesome. It is going to a free college. I mean, nothing in life is free. You have to work for it. They cover your tuition. So some examples of some colleges that do this. One is Berea College. So enrollment is around 1,600 students, and the only requirement is that you work a minimum of 10 hours. That's it, 10 hours weekly and approved jobs on campus. And every student gets a free laptop. Like, that's awesome. That's amazing. All you have to do is work 10 hours on campus and an approved job, and your tuition is free. That's pretty cool. The second one is the College of Ozarks. And that the enrollment there is around 1,500 students, and you have to work a minimum of 15 hours on campus. You have over 40 majors, so another great option. If you're musically inclined, because this video is for everyone, it's not just nursing students, there is a free college called the Art Institute of Music, and enrollment is really small. It's around 165 students, and it's very competitive. So they only accept around 4% of its applicants. So it's very, very competitive. But hey, if you're the next Mozart, or you're really, really talented musically, then why not give it a shot? You can go to college for free. And also military academies. So of course you'll have to serve once you graduate, but military academies are free. I believe they're covered by tax dollars. And also military academies are amazing schools. Like, they're nationally ranked near the top because they're amazing, but they are very difficult to get into. Fun fact again, when I was being recruited for college basketball, I almost went to Air Force Academy, and it was literally one of the most beautiful schools I've ever seen in my life. Really one of the most beautiful places. It's in Colorado, and I believe I went during, it was either Memorial Day or Veterans Day, and they had a football game, and they put out a huge flag over the field. They had the students flying planes, people jumping out of planes. It was literally the most patriotic I've ever felt in my life. Like, I was ready to serve like right then and there. And it was so beautiful. It was amazing. I've considered like going into the military a couple of times, and I'm still young, so maybe I will. But that school is absolutely amazing. And I think it's also amazing that every student there is going to college tuition free, even though they will have to serve when they graduate. But again, they'll be graduating as an officer, and they're graduating from a nationally ranked, like very, very high college. Like, they're very esteemed. They're very good schools. So I would definitely check out military academies as well if you're interested in that, and you have like a good, well-rounded application, because they are hard to get into. The sixth thing that I have written down is community college or online college or classes. So many community colleges, many online schools offer free tuition or offer free classes. And then also, if you start in a community college, you can always transfer over to a larger institution, and that gives you time to like save up money, get some of those like prerequisite classes out of the way for free, if you can find the free classes or free tuition, and then eventually transfer to a larger institution, which I think it's a really smart thing to do. The next thing that I have written down is to work in a high demand area or go to school in a high demand area. So these are things like STEM majors or nursing, education, like majors where people are really needed. So there's a lot of opportunities for scholarships in STEM, especially for women and women that are minorities. Like I said, teaching and nursing. So there's Teach for America and Americorps loan repayment program. And then also this pretty cool thing I came across when I was researching for you guys. The nursing program at the University of Portland in Oregon offers scholarships covering approximately 80% of your final 2 years of college if you sign a 3-year contract to work at a local hospital. So like I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but there's a nursing shortage, and there's a shortage for teachers and STEM. Like I said, We need a lot of people in STEM. So if you work in an area that is very high demand, a lot of times you will find a lot of opportunities for either free tuition or tuition reimbursement or a loan repayment program. So definitely, if you have a passion for it, check out high demand areas. And then the last thing that I have written down for you guys, I never knew about this either. It's pretty cool, especially if you're into serving and giving back. It's Americorps. And I'll leave a link down below for this too, so you guys can check it out. After completing service, like giving back, full-time members earn an education award of almost $6,000 to be used for tuition or paying back loans. So if you're already going to be like volunteering and giving back to your community or your country anyway, then why not be able to get some tuition money for it, or to pay back your loans with some money. So I think that's a pretty awesome thing too. So yeah, so those are all the things that I have listed for you guys that I found doing some research for some ways that you guys can go to school debt free. I believe that everyone has the right to get a college education, and I really hate the fact that college is so expensive in America. I really don't believe in living in debt. I believe in being debt free. I believe that you can be successful without a college degree. There's so many options out there that you can be successful in if you do not have the money to go to college. Like, don't feel bad or don't feel like you're going to fail because you don't have a college degree. You can start your own business. You can do real estate. I think real estate is like a 2 to 4 week class, I believe. And I'm not sure of the exact cost, but it may be like $1,000 or $2,000, which is still really expensive, but it's a lot less expensive than a 4-year college degree. Some people really flourish with real estate. Like, some people become millionaires off of real estate or starting their own businesses. And they also have CNA programs. I actually took a CNA class before I applied to nursing school. I'm gonna be honest, CNAs, or it's a certified nursing assistant. If you don't know, CNAs don't make a lot of money and they work really hard, but it is a stable job. So if you're just looking for something and you can't afford to go to college right now, it's a good way to get a stable job, not going into hundreds of thousands of debt behind. And you can honestly, I think it's around a couple of $1,000s, like $1,000 or $2,000 as well, and it's a 4 or 5 week class. Some hospitals even offer reimbursement, or they'll cover the cost of your CNA class if you sign a contract to come back and work for that hospital. So that's another way to get that course for free. But yeah, I feel like there's other options that you can do instead of going into hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt to get a college degree that you may or may not even use if it's not in a field that you absolutely need a degree. I really hope that this video helped you guys out, because I know a lot of you were asking how I was able to achieve getting 2 degrees debt free, because living in debt really is not it. But that's one of my goals. Well, one of my life goals is to be debt free in every aspect of my life. So I really hope that you guys found some value in this video, and I may have missed something. If you guys have any more ideas on how to go to school debt free or finish school debt free, then leave them in the comments down below, because we can help each other out. We can help each other flourish and live debt free. So if you have any other ideas, please leave that below. And I love when you guys comment and leave video suggestions, because I really do look at those, and you guys have amazing ideas. So please continue to comment and leave me video suggestions of what you guys would like to see, because it really helps me out, and I really want to bring out content that I enjoy and that you guys enjoy as well, because I'm going to start going hard on YouTube in 2020. So a lot more videos coming. Like I said, if you like this video, like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for your support, and thank you for watching to the end of this video. So see you guys later.